I didn't say it was at that date, did I? Anyway.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about
just
it.
Ignore them. That's what
I said what I said, that's all.
Michael's death for quite some time.
Holy crap.
We know this because back in Boxing Day of 2015, Glenn had actually created a list to complete before murdering Michael. Mind you, the poor guy was almost illiterate and struggled to write or spell. And so with that said, please excuse the many errors throughout his list. Titled Obstacles, which was meant to say obstacles, Glenn highlighted the issues of obtaining a bullet, getting Michael home, and transporting and disposing of the body. He wanted to ensure financials were covered for Bianca and his children, and furthermore, have a baby with Bianca, or...
He actually wrote that shit down.
Oh, yeah.
He can't spell obstacle, though.
No. That's kind of rough, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's sad.
I know, right?
It's pretty rough.
King Charles will replace Queen Elizabeth on all banknotes and coins in the not-too-distant future.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Or at least be pregnant. He also wanted them to get married, which they would do, and have as much sex as possible. The pair originally schemed to kill Michael on the first weekend of March 2016, and Bianca would be out of town at a mother's home over the incident, creating the perfect alibi. But unfortunately, or fortunately for Michael, he was out of the property at this time, and their plans did not go accordingly. Glenn waited outside of the residence all weekend, and for reasons unknown, he'd installed an app onto his phone, which he used to record numerous conversations over this time frame. Most of these conversations were with Bianca, and incriminating information aside, these recordings also revealed the imbalance between her and Glenn's relationship.
And she goes, oh, that's sweet. It's a bit of truth. And it is.
What's up, Taz?
I heard. No one showed up.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Saturday night, maybe everyone had a different change of plans and they'll be home later.
Yeah, that's what I'm hanging around till later. I'll hang around till about.
After dark, usually people head home.
Yeah, well, it's dark now.
Yeah.
I'll hang around till about 11, 12 o'clock, and if no one showed up by then, just go and call it. It's good night.
Yeah, get your sleep. Play some sport tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Hello.
I bet you look beautiful.
Yeah.
Hope there's someone there.
Well, it's Sunday, they probably went away.
Freaking annoying, but I feel like a waste of time.
Yeah, well.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. I hope you do. I want to celebrate. I bought you a present.
I want to celebrate too. Friggin' trust me. Yeah, trust me, fingers, and I'll try my hardest, you know that. So there's no.
This is right before she whacks him. She talks to him like that.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
She sounds kind of distant, though.
Yeah.
Like detached.
Probably. Whoa. Scary.
Yeah. That's fucking...
Yeah, she's down here. She's up.
Just don't get all funny after the job.
No.
And don't hurt yourself.
No.
I mean, I know it's a pretty mental job that you're doing, but physically and mentally and all that, don't hurt yourself.
No, it's good. I'm actually going to take this car tonight.
Starting to hurt you?
No, the people are starting to look at it too much. Even though another bike followed me around for a while. I don't know who he was, but
Yeah. Do what you need to do.
Hi, Transformer. How are you?
Makes the calm me. I know, but I had weird feelings last night. Like I felt anxious.
Yeah,
Knowing that you haven't been sleeping too.
This last night did not feel right at the start, so probably lucky.
Oh, well, just get it done then. That way we don't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna start your cup and get you Dr. Pepper.
If you'd like to.
Well, just finish it.
I'm trying.
And then concentrate on the next, finish this job and move on.
I wish they'd
Let
stop
the
talking
future
about that in the
speed it up.
I don't want to
We
think
need,
about
we need
it.
less stress in our life, and I'm not looking forward to having to go to legal aid and get a cook.
Yeah, we still have to do
You
it.
want the Yoshi?
I know, but I'm sick of
Yeah,
it.
I like the Yoshi.
The rest of my life is going to be like that.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Think we have sex tomorrow?
Ouch.
I don't know, it depends. for celebrating with us.
Oh, I love you.
Enjoy your job.
Yeah, I love you.
Concentrate.
I love you.
Wow, she doesn't even say I love you
Pay
back.
attention.
Yeah, I will. I love you.
I know.
I know.
I really do.
I'm really disappointed. I was hoping you got wet.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry.
I know. Alright, I'll talk to you later on.
Wow, she does not say I love
Drive
you.
carefully, please.
I will. I love
Ugh. Maybe she don't love him. Oh no, she doesn't. She won't. This was right before she killed him. She definitely does not love him.
you.
I love you, buddy.
Frequently
I love you,
dodging his attempts
bye.
to express his love for her, Bianca sounded very uninterested in reciprocating those feelings, and even sounded annoyed by his affection. She was also very clinical and matter-of-fact about the operation. There were no signs of guilt, hesitance, or empathy either, with Bianca even once saying, "Just don't get funny after the job." With their plans falling through, Glenn and Bianca decided on another day instead, and that was when the date of March 12th, 2016 was selected. In an effort to separate herself from her devious plans, Bianca sent a fake message from Glenn's phone to use as a false alibi. In this message, she posed as Glenn to say, "Bianca, I love you so much you have no idea. I'm about to do something that you would consider absolutely stupid, but I can't put up with this shit anymore. I can't be a part-time parent to blank. If I get caught, I want them to know you had nothing at all to do with this. This is my choice, my decision. You know nothing about it. Please, I can see the stress
That's
of you
awful.
losing our first baby due to him, and I could never forgive him for that. I'm scared that one day he will try to take my own boy from me. It has pushed me over the edge. Please know that what I do for you, even though you wouldn't agree. I do love you so much." Of course, the innocent Bianca replied, "Don't be so bloody stupid, Glenn. You married me knowing blank will be seeing him, even though it's upsetting all of us here.
She
Don't
wrote
you
this
dare
all
try and manipulate me
herself.
into feeling sorry for you by saying such idiotic things. I will not tolerate being yelled at. Enjoy your drive." She then followed up by asking him to come home. Bianca stayed in Shepperton while her
Hi,
husband then
Logan's
drove
mom.
100 miles south to Michael's home. But oddly enough, he wouldn't leave without first taking a chicken schnitzel dinner with him, as Glenn had carefully prepared and planned to eat on the way
A
back home
chicken
from his birthday
schnitzel
date.
dinner? Holy fuck. He's animating these, like, Transformers, which is really cool. Hi, baby.
Hi. I love you.
Hey, baby. My baby.
You're my best friend.
I love you.
I love you. Oh.
Your hubby collects old Transformers? Oh, awesome.
They're great.
Alright.
Before jumping out to scope the area, Glenn parked his car nearby on Riddle Street. A surveillance camera captured him walking past Michael's home to check he was in. He then returned to his car, equipped himself with his shotgun, made his way to Michael's front door, and knocked loudly. It seems that Michael had become gravely suspicious of Glenn's presence, and before proceeding to the front door, he equipped himself with a knife while his girlfriend Sylvana kept a concerned yet watchful eye. After initially talking behind a closed door, she noticed that both men put their hands out for a handshake. However, with their hands now clasped, Glenn pushed Michael back into the apartment. A struggle ensued, and of course, that is when all hell broke loose. While Glenn was fighting for his wife, Michael fought for shared custody of their child. And although Glenn pulled the trigger into Michael's face, it was only after he was stabbed himself. With Michael now dead, Glenn then chased Sylvana throughout the apartment. And after she was cornered, he then pulled the gun to her head and pulled the trigger. Now, fortunately, the gun was only armed with one bullet and therefore failed to fire.
Good.
So Glenn then threw Sylvana to the ground and began to beat her instead.
Jesus.
But thankfully, Michael's final action in his life would save her own.
Oh
As
my
before
God.
Glenn was able to beat
What
her
a
to death, he
man.
collapsed from the loss of blood. Glenn's last words were, "Tell the kids I love them. Tell Bianca I love her. I shot Michael." Now, if all of this wasn't enough already, Silvana was initially arrested on suspicion of murdering both men before it became evident that she too was a victim.
Yeah.
But Bianca, on the other hand, avoided almost all scrutiny in the early days, weeks, and months of the investigation. And in fact, 10 months later, she would even be paid 300 grand from Michael's estate after a successful claim to the courts. Now, Bianca seemed to be in the clear, and with a very hefty cash prize at the end of it all. But this would only come 1 month after a very tense interview with police. Detectives are still...
Hi, Inky Blots. How are
Inky
you?
Blots. I like that name.
I like that name too.
Inky Blots.
Oh man, this is intense. This story.
Yeah, she's pretty rough, man.
Yeah.
She used the fact that she was very pretty to manipulate people.
Yeah, I don't
Guys.
like women like that.
Manipulate dudes.
That's beautiful, Elemental.
Oh.
May Jesus bless them, Inky Blots, and keep them safe.
Yeah.
You haven't seen your dad in 12 years? Oh my God, his first time meeting my 3 babies. That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, bless you.
It's worth it.
Trying to unravel the murders of 2 men in 2016. A navy blue Holden Apollo could be the vital clue as to what happened during the double homicide. A 49-year-old Shepparton man died after he was stabbed at a home in West Meadows. A 38-year-old man suffered a fatal gunshot to the head during the altercation. A 40-year-old woman was also injured and taken to hospital.
Thank God
It's
she
believed
lived,
the
though.
fatal incident was instigated by another person who wasn't present. Anyone with information is urged to contact police. In this interview, Bianca feigned innocence and claimed that she wasn't a psycho. She denied typing the infamous
She is a
text
psycho.
message and highlighted that the message had incorrect spellings and missing punctuation, which conveniently was not like her own style of texting. The interviews did not reveal anything incriminating enough to arrest her, and so, just like that, Bianca was let go.
My question, did you type that
No,
text message?
I did not type that message.
So you
It
denied
looked like her
that
writing
you sent that
style.
text message from
Yeah.
Glenn's phone? Okay.
I did not type it.
Okay, I'm just asking you that you can either agree with it or disagree
I
with
did not type it. I did not type
it.
it.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just how you choose, or not at all.
And I know you spelled his name wrong.
So you deny sending that text message?
Yeah.
You say that you've never purchased a firearm?
I've never bought a firearm.
Okay. You've never shown anybody a firearm in the lead up to this?
No.
Have you
Ah.
ever asked anyone to kill
She
Michael
lying.
for you?
No.
She lying.
Okay.
It's just absurd.
Well, again, it's just a question for you. It's a question for you. You can either accept it or reject it. It's as simple as that. That's all this process is about. Okay?
I mean, he got pushed to his limits. Everything with his girls and his ex and Michael and work and his mum being sick and him being sick with his cancer and everything just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, what a bitch.
But in terms of his actual ability to read and write properly, wasn't that? How would you describe it? Is
He
it
avoided it.
okay? Because
Yeah,
he felt a bit uncomfortable.
he avoided it at all costs.
What would he possibly have to gain, personally? What would he have to gain?
He would have gone to jail.
Correct.
He would have lost us as well.
Correct. So
He wanted us. He hated being a part-time. He called himself a part-time parent. Yet I'm the one that fought so hard to make it so it was okay. One weekend a month we were looking at for him to have him during the
Hellier?
day, and it had to be up at Shepparton where we were. So I'm the one that tried to make things.
Okay, let's see this. Hellier.
That name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
Planet Weird. Alright. Where is the Hellier Season 1? Ah. Alright. I'll look into that. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
You're cute. I love you.
That looks like Ren and Stimpy font. Yes.
Supposed to. I made that. Supposed to.
The way you think, good shit. Ah, cool. Ren and Stimpy. Yas.
It's supposed to give you a warm, cuddly feeling if you're our age.
Yeah, true.
To see the font, you know?
Things as easy as possible for people because he wanted a long time. He wanted weekends already in Melbourne as well.
Betty.
I was the one that went to court heaps, negotiating everything to the point where we were both almost happy with the result.
Hi, Sandra.
Did you ever
No.
say in front of Glenn that you wish Michael was dead? And
No,
was
I've
someone
never
to kill
wished
him?
anyone dead.
Really?
I wish people would just F off, and we were going to hopefully go to Darwin and just try and, you know, live normal.
So you've never indicated to
The school
Glenn
pic the
that
other
you
day?
wish
Yeah.
Michael was
I
dead?
doubt it.
Well,
I gotta show him
I'm not
still.
a
I'm
psycho.
sorry. I forgot.
I was in the paper, yeah.
Really
A couple times.
important for us to try and understand why this incident has unfolded, why it's happened in the first place. So, if we can piece together what he's doing, particularly just prior to the incident, then it might shed some light on why it happened. So,
Months passed after this, and as the news outlets and general public slowly forgot about Glenn's and Michael's deaths, Bianca was quietly living it up in a newfound fortune. Not only had she gained 307,000 Australian dollars from Michael's death, but
Nice.
she also found
Oh,
new
shit.
romantic and sexual partners through the dating app Tinder. It turned
Ah, she went to Tinder, huh?
She's Tindering it up.
Yeah, she's like, oh yes, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, and I'm gonna sex it up.
Mm-hmm.
Finally,
Having fun.
got rid of him.
Asshole.
Turns out that Bianca had met her new long-term partner through Tinder only a few weeks after Glenn's death. And
Nice.
not even 2 months after that, she then decided to move in with him.
Wow.
Maybe certain types of
She
people
moves
are
on
attracted to one
fast.
another, who knows?
Yeah.
But this new partner actually turned out to be an ex-inmate, who had served 8 years
Oh.
of jail time for cutting his previous wife's throat.
What?
I'm keeping this new partner's name private, but eventually, he heard of Michael's and Glenn's deaths
Wow.
through the news. And when he eventually connected Bianca to the story, he
Uh-oh.
was absolutely shocked. No surprise, he then confronted her about it.
Yeah.
Realizing she had no other choice, Bianca eventually confessed to him. Until this point, she had lied about her ex-husband's death by claiming he had died from cancer. And again, no surprise, her new partner would eventually reveal all of this to the police. The authorities were not giving up on
Yeah,
Bianca's
she's a
case
bad
either.
seed, man.
Combined with
Ah, man.
This chick is a bad seed.
They got her. They got her.
Rough story.
I got a pee-pee again.
Okay. It's the fucking Red Bull.
Ah,
Or, sorry, Monster.
I don't know. I get in these moods where I have to, like, pee constantly.
Pee-pee.
I don't like pee-peeing.
You don't want pee-pees.
No, I don't want pee-pees. I'll be right
You
back.
do the pee-pee dance.
Do the pee-pee dance. Dee, 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 dee. Ow.
You're cute.
God, I can't fucking move.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Come on, knee.
You like locking up.
Yeah, my knee.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh,
Okay.
fucking old ass woman.
There you go.
Ugh,
There you go.
I got it.
It's the knee.
Ugh.
It's been hot. Been real hot. Yeah, it's summer in Australia, right? Is that how it works? Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope it cools off, you know. That's some crazy shit. Australia should be hot. But I don't pay water bill, so much rain. Australia's cool, man. It's a cool place.
Oh,
Baby. I'll tell you forever.
I have a crazy ass bladder today, boo.
Yeah, it's active.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think Shanny is right though. The American ones are worse. The American serial killers can be especially brutal, I would say.
Sound like Chantel.
Maybe.
I can't help it, bros.
You're right, girl. Crazy American freaks.
You Americans are whack. We are, man. I agree. Influencing the world to do fucked up shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, true.
Fuck America. We're all living in America. America is wonderbar. We're all living in America. America. America.
Mallet? Okay.
Coca-Cola.
With the hard evidence found at the crime scene, the
Such a
circumstantial
good
evidence
freaking
around Bianca
song.
seemed
Mickey
all too
Mouse.
suspicious.
Mickey Mouse.
Many investigators sensed that they were one connection away from implicating her in Michael's death. And on April 4th, 2018, she was interrogated once again.
What was the opinion that you drafted that text message?
I heard an Australian phrase saying, which I hadn't heard before and really made me laugh. We haven't come here to fuck spiders.
That is funny. That's funny as shit. I want to use that now.
That's awesome.
I'm going to say that next time I'm in, like, the psychiatrist's office or something and I'm not getting my way. I'm going to say, look, I didn't come here to fuck spiders, okay? I came here to get mental help, okay? I didn't come here to fuck spiders, dude.
He's so using that.
I got to use that. It's pretty crude, though.
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
It would offend some.
Yeah.
It's a little overtly, you know.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah, she's like very, what's the word? She's a
Is that something
what the
that
fuck
I
is
did not
that
write that
tie-dye shirt?
message?
We spoke about the map.
Oi!
Yes, and I had not seen that map before you showed me that day.
You all think it's
I haven't either,
Well,
Sandra.
I on paper. It's probably from anywhere in the house.
a single sheet of paper.
We had loose paper everywhere, the kids draw on them. Loose piece of papers everywhere. I did not see that map before you showed me.
Your DNA is on the gun.
Yeah, but you told me it could be any reason because it's on Glenn.
I've also taken
It's
the
on
statement
Glenn.
of the man on that we previously lived with.
Yes.
And he tells us a
This
story.
chick acts like, well, of course I'm
conversation
innocent.
with
What
you
the fuck?
after you were released.
I'm innocent.
My sister was there all day.
That's right. Did you have a conversation with
Are you right?
regarding his plan to kill Michael?
My plan, no, I don't have a plan.
Did you have a conversation regarding the custody issues you were having?
There was no custody issue at the time. We were doing mediation.
Did you have a conversation with him regarding the money from Michael's estate?
Why would I talk to someone I barely even know about such important things?
Did you have a conversation with him about the map?
No, because I didn't know about the map until you showed me.
And rides the route to the store.
This is the guy that went to jail for attempted murder.
Oh my god. That is so funny, guys. No, I didn't see the new Fire Emblem coming out on the Switch.
Oh, dude, you should be excited for that.
I want a kangaroo share. Yeah, I want one too. Well,
Yeah,
I do.
I got a license plate on the back of it. It's perfect, you know?
The one guy who punches the kangaroo, and
That
the
was
kangaroo's
insane.
like, "What up,
What
bro?"
the fuck? Step off, bro.
They'll kill you.
They're,
Their legs.
strong.
Oh my god, they're like just no.
Cyborg muscle definition.
Fuck that shit, man.
Strong animal.
They're like Arnold's.
Yeah. Rip his
Are you
fucking-
believing him?
What can you tell me about that text message?
Well, since just recently I've been thinking about it, since I found his phone again, and I'm sitting thinking, I remember you questioned me, did I write that, did I type it? And it's been racking my brain, and I'm sitting thinking, how do I prove this? So I went over how I type, and how he types. He's full of wrong, and there's no full stops or comments.
Did you help Glenn plan to go to Melbourne
No,
to kill Michael?
no.
No. No.
You sure?
Yeah, you are.
I did not plan to kill anyone.
Didn't plan to.
Now, believe it or not, but authorities were still unable to charge her after this interview.
Wow.
However, it did kickstart several more paths of investigation. And finally, in June 2019, 3 years and 3 months after their deaths, Bianca Edmonds was arrested and charged with murder.
Ah, thank
By
God.
the time she
You're
was
not gonna get away
arrested,
with it,
Bianca and her children had moved into her father's home in Canberra. And following the federal police raiding their home in the early hours of a cold Wednesday
You're not
morning,
gonna get
she
away
was
with shit.
subsequently arrested and extradited back to
Good.
Victoria, or at least until after the trial was concluded. Moving into the legal proceedings of this case,
Demon.
Bianca's trials would be messy, complicated, and arduous. And I say trials, plural, because there would be 3 in total.
Wow.
That is because the jury in her first trial of June 2022 could not reach a unanimous verdict, and the second trial was dismissed in August of that same year due to issues with closing arguments. However, it would be in her third trial, which concluded in December of 2022, just 1 month after this video being released, that the jury finally reached a verdict.
Wow.
Now, Bianca's trials were brutal, and many witnesses were not too forgiving either. This included Bianca's own mother, who told the court that just days after their deaths, she even confessed to her crimes. During her trial, Ellen said, "One of the things Bianca said that night that has stuck with me ever since was, 'It's all my fault. It wasn't meant to get this out of control. I never wanted Glenn to end up dead.'"
Uh-huh.
And the next day, Bianca claimed, "All my troubles are now over." Several mutual friends testified that Bianca had repeatedly told others that she wanted Michael out of her and her son's life, and that she wished he would simply disappear. To add to this, many of Glenn's friends testified how they often heard the couple arguing about her ex, and claimed that Bianca often called her husband spineless, piss-weak, and a coward. for not
Piss-weak.
dealing with the
Jesus.
situation.
This week coward.
Furthermore,
Jesus
she often
Christ.
taunted Glenn that if he were a real man with balls, he would take care of the situation. One witness, who was a very close friend of Glenn's, testified that Bianca had discreetly asked him if he was willing to get rid of her ex for a sizable sum of money, to which he told her to, quote, "fuck off." He also
Fuck off.
testified that while
Oh.
talking to Glenn about his motorbike, Bianca approached them with a sawn-off shotgun wrapped in a cloth,
Jesus.
claiming she had bought it in Melbourne for $100. And, of course, this shotgun matched the one found at the crime scene. From the
Ah.
outset, Bianca pleaded not guilty to murder, and further denied involvement in Glenn's hideous actions. Instead, she claimed that Glenn was sick of how he and Bianca were being treated, and that he acted out of his own accord without any inclination beforehand.
Uh-huh.
But there was a mountain of evidence to suggest or confirm otherwise. Prosecutors argued that the alleged faked text messages written by and to Bianca contained perfect grammar, which was not only out of character for Glenn, but out of his level of literacy too. Forensic analysis also confirmed that Bianca's DNA was on the gun used to kill Michael, and in addition to this, her fingerprints were found on the map drawn by Glenn.
That's so funny.
So all of this, along with a phone call randomly recorded by Glenn, the testimonies, the motive, and all other circumstantial evidence, was enough to put Bianca in a very challenging position. Despite Bianca sometimes seeming clever, she also made some very stupid decisions recently too. For example, she shared a cell with
Dumbass.
multiple inmates while waiting for her trial to begin. And during this time, she often bragged about how she had Glenn wrapped around her finger.
What
In
the
one
fuck?
instance, it
She's such an idiot.
Why would you do that?
She's just bragging about it. I think she didn't realize that people would monitor their conversations.
What? In jail?
Yeah.
Of course they're listening to everything you say. To see if you're fucking credible or insane or whatever. Listen to everything you say.
Okay, Zavonkers.
It was reported that she said to inmates, "I used to tie Glenn up in bed so he couldn't move. I would then get on top
What
of him
the
and ride him while I
fuck?
held the gun. He liked me to tie him up and be on top, and I knew he would do whatever I wanted. I used to say to him, you want to kill him, don't you? You will do this for me. Moving into the conclusion of her third trial, it took the 12-person jury only 3 hours to come to a verdict. And in the end,
Ah,
a
the
unanimous
3-hour
decree that Bianca
verdict.
was
Ah, you know you're fucked when you get the 3-hour verdict.
Yeah, you're done. It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
You're guilty.
Yeah. There's just no shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Birds are a hoax.
Wow.
guilty of the murder of Michael Capasiena. Since her trial concluded only 1 month ago, she is yet to be given her sentence, which will happen in the early months of 2023.
Alright.
With Australia abandoning the death penalty in 1967, she faces a maximum sentence of life imprisonment instead.
Okay.
Anybody convicted of murder in Victoria or Australia faces a minimum period of 25 years behind bars,
Hey.
which means she may be eligible for parole as early as 2047. This will be sure to devastate her, as Bianca will no longer be able to see her children grow and develop into the adults they will become.
Good.
Which is a fair price to pay, considering Michael will never see his own child again.
Yeah.
Wrapping this case up, it isn't easy to give a truthful remembrance of Michael, as very little is known about him or his personal life. Bianca did claim he was an abusive partner, but from what I can tell is that there is no evidence to prove such allegations. Furthermore, all I can see is he was a hard-working, generous young man. The bottom line is he did not deserve to die, and his child did not deserve to lose his father, and now a mother too. And Glenn, on the other hand, is a tough one to talk about. Although I feel sympathy for a gullible man who fell for prolonged sexual manipulation, he still murdered another man in cold blood.
What the fuck?
The real tragedy behind Glenn's death now
He
lies
still
with
did
his
it.
3 children, all of which who now have to grow up without their father.
Horrible.
Personally speaking, I hope Bianca spends a long time behind bars and
Me
never gets to
too.
taste freedom again. Her evil plans have affected multiple children's lives,
Yeah.
and the consequences are irreversible. I guess we will soon find out how long her minimum sentence will be. But for now, she's only getting started with her time. So I think that just about wraps up today's case, folks. Thank you so much for watching
Wow.
another video today by Coffee House.
That
Prime.
chick is
If you
just-
found this case interesting or insightful,
Yeah.
She's uniquely crazy for a woman. That,
She
you
is.
You don't see that shit.
Alright.
All right.
We got the Snowtown murders.
Snowtown. All right.
Okay, let's
Cool.
see. This one has 1.5.
Okay. Cool.
More Australia.
Real truth crime. Subscribe to all these channels.
Bodies in the barrels. Oh my god, G-Man.
What? Wait.
You're getting nowhere. I still live in beautiful Australia.
I don't know. It might be a myth. All right.
These are all fake stories. Jesus Christ. And you live in Florida? He keeps doing that.
That's funny. Oh my god.
Me too. Just agree with him and say you live in Florida so he feels satisfied with himself.
I live in Tokyo, Colorado.
Nuts.
Tokyo, Colorado is a legit place. I'd move there too.
She called us mortals.
Mortals.
We're mortals. Yes, I wish my phone would stop going off. It's fucking annoying me.
Buzz.
I know.
Holy shit.
When you're sick of your phone and you throw it.
Crime Investigation Australia.
What's going on here? Oh, look
Yes,
at
on
that.
Mother's Day, May 1999, a lone car makes its way north from Adelaide through the desolate salt plains.
Do Australians drive on the other side of the road?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. That's a fact.
Why do we drive on the other side of the road and everywhere else drives on the other side? Why do we have to be so different?
That's a great question. That probably has a great answer that I do not have. and they measure their speedometers.
Australians don't drive because they don't exist.
God, okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
They're dedicated to this.
They are dedicated to this troll. I gotta respect them on this one.
Was it Nicole Kidman that's pushed you over the edge?
I don't know.
We ride on kangaroos.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to ride on a kangaroo. Does it hurt your ass cheeks when the kangaroo like bounces and shit?
Russell Crowe. There you go. Yeah, that's good shit.
Heading for the
The
tiny
sky
wood
looks
farming
different,
village
doesn't
of
it?
Snowtown,
Yeah.
150 kilometers
It
away.
does.
24-year-old David
So
Johnson
flat.
is accompanying his stepbrother, 19-year-old Jamie Blasakis. David believes Jamie is
Eric
taking
Bana's
him to
cool.
pick up a cheap computer. It's nightfall as they drive into Snowtown, a sleepy village with a population of just a couple of hundred. They pull up in Railway Terrace, outside an old brick building.
Railway
once used
Terrace.
as a bank.
Ah. Oh shit.
Eagerly, David Johnson is about to go with Jamie Blasakis through a side door, unaware of the horror awaiting him.
What's going
David
on?
Johnson will be the final victim in one of the most shocking and gruesome series of murders in the
The
annals
guy's
of
name is
Australian
Johnson.
crime.
In the,
They always say this is the most shocking and gruesome fucking murder. I don't like. They always say that.
I don't know. I definitely have a hierarchy of what I've heard on these videos. They don't tell you most of the time in these videos. They don't take you step by step.
No,
They don't, which is probably a good thing.
probably.
That one British dude, or he's got a really thick accent. But you watched him earlier today.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Is it Shrouded Hand?
I don't think it might be.
Shrouded Hand here. That dude, yeah. He's the one that did the swamp torture guy.
Oh, this is why 35% of the world drives on the left. Since knights wore their swords on their left side, they would mount their horses from the left as well, since that way the sword would not get in their way. It then made sense to place the horse against the left curb so they would be able to mount their horses from the curb, not the middle of the street. Oh. My subscription is lagging for joining? I don't know what that means, man.
It'll go through. Sometimes it'll take a little while.
Does it?
I think that's normal, yeah. Sometimes it's immediate, sometimes it takes a little bit to register.
Okay.
It'll be another 2 weeks before police converge on this disused former bank, and what they find will not only horrify them, but give the isolated rural community of Snowtown an international reputation.
An international reputation. He's grabbing shit. Oh shit. He's got the barrels.
Bodies.
Ah! It's a hand.
You got a hand melting in acid.
Adelaide, Australia.
That was a fake ass hand, man.
I know. Little red Corvette.
You're from Croatia, Mitsu? That's awesome.
Croatia.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Goes back to the Knights and Romans. That's pretty cool, Pistol.
Yeah, dude.
He got the dip from Roger Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
I want to do Jessica Rabbit
Yeah,
someday.
you gotta do that. You have to do. Oh man, I put a costume on the wish list.
Oh, we don't have to do that
And
right
a
now.
wig. Yeah.
Croatia has the best food.
Cool.
I've never had that.
Neither have I.
No.
I've never had
The
Croatian.
so-called City of Churches, a town that
If we
has been
found a Croatian
meticulously
place, we
planned
definitely
from
would try
its
it.
inception.
That's the type of place you would find around
No! He wants to do Roger Rabbit.
here. That would be cool. Yeah, I could do Roger. I think I could do Roger.
It'd be so cute.
Yeah. That would me as Roger and you as fucking Jessica.
Dude, that looks like downtown Denver.
I think I could do Roger pretty well.
Yeah.
That would be a dream come true because I loved Roger Rabbit when I was a kid. I had the cups from McDonald's. I had what toys did I have? Roger Rabbit. Shit. I had a lot of Roger Rabbit. Oh, I had sheets. I think bed sheets. Roger Rabbit.
Oh
and,
my god, that's so cute.
And pajamas.
Oh my god, that's too
With
cute.
the foot pajamas.
Yes.
Yeah, I had Roger Rabbit foot pajamas.
Oh my
yeah.
god, too cute.
Yeah, and Ghostbusters too. I had Ghostbusters tighty whities.
That's even more cute.
They're really cute. Yeah. Slimer.
Australian urban centres, it's had to
I wanted
succumb to
everything
the
Slimer.
realities of 20th century
Everything.
life as a suburban sprawl of low-cost government housing begins to spread north of the city. Here, unemployment is high and prospects are bleak in these tracts of look-alike prefabricated houses. They become
does look
a
like
breeding
Denver,
ground for
man. It
disillusionment,
does, a lot,
despair, and
That's
inevitably
crazy.
crime.
That could be Westminster. You're like going out
One of
into.
the residents is teenager Clinton Trezise. Clinton's endured a difficult family life, having lived most of his younger years in
Towards
foster
Denver,
homes.
that's
But despite the hardships, he's grown into a carefree, independent, likable young man
Boy.
with a flamboyant taste in clothes and a happy-go-lucky attitude.
As much as he had an independence,
Don't drink too
he
much.
still had a vulnerability about him. I remember when he got the unit on Phillip Highway, he was ecstatic. He was so excited to be living on his own.
Among the locals who befriend Clinton Trezise are Barry Lane and Robert Wagner. But he's unaware that they're members of a group of social misfits whose leader is a dangerous psychopath.
Shit.
In August 1992, he's invited to a house in Waterloo Corner Road in the Adelaide suburb of Salisbury North.
What did
You
you?
got a cashew.
What did you do, Ray?
What did you do, Ray?
Ray. I couldn't help it. Oh, Ivan Mount. We did him. That's the Wolf Creek guy, right? Ivan Millet.
Yeah.
We did him. You could watch it. We did him. Is your favorite Ghostbusters 1? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Your favorite's 1.
Well, I mean, I like the second one too.
I love 2, actually.
I want to watch Ghostbusters. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're my baby.
Ah,
I was a big fan of the Ghostbusters cartoon as well, and I had a lot of the toys. A lot of the toys.
really?
Yeah, I had the house. Fuck me.
The what?
The firehouse. Jesus. They had a big. It was huge. It was this high, Shanny.
Really?
The Ghostbusters firehouse. Yeah, and in the top of the roof, it had a thing that you could pour through slime, and it'd go throughout the whole freaking place. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a cool toy, man. It was really awesome. And it had the pole that you could send the guys up and down the pole. And I had the fucking Ghostbusters Ecto 1.
Really?
Yeah, and I had
That's so cute.
I had all the main guys, the figures.
I love that.
I know, I wish I still had this shit.
Aww.
I do, I wish I still
I
had
hope you get it back.
No, I
like
don't-
all that old stuff that you wanted.
I believe it could be in my heavenly mansion, so.
It could be.
I believe that's possible.
I do too.
Why not?
I just be surrounded by Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, it'd be an entire room full of Final Fantasy stuff.
Just Moogles everywhere.
Yeah.
And chocobos.
And when it's not, well, no.
And little cactars.
Oh my god, yeah, cactars everywhere. How about Pikachus?
Yes, the Pikachus.
You
I
love-
love the Pikachus.
You love Pikachu.
And the Squiddles.
Squirtle?
Yes.
I love him too. He was my main Pokemon, aside from my Mewtwo.
Yeah.
He was my main guy, yeah, my fucking...
We
Well,
need to beat that Pokemon game together.
I don't know, man. Isn't there a better game we could play together, like a Streets of Rage 4 or something? Come on.
We are like totally different gamers, aren't we?
I guess so. I like beat 'em ups, man. It's like my favorite type of game to play is a beat 'em up. I've reverted to like 8 years old. Like that's pathetic, but it is my favorite type of game to play is a beat 'em up. Jigglypuff was great.
I love Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
See, we could play that game and be all nostalgic and cute.
That's true.
Clinton is sitting in the lounge room
Boy.
when he's suddenly attacked from behind.
Oh shit,
What the
he's
fuck
taking
is
a
that?
double.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Repeatedly to the back.
Ah! Jack Black is kicking his ass.
Jack Black.
Of the blows
Yeah.
was so great.
Sorta.
The front of his skull, which had been up
Holy shit,
That's
man.
a school of
oh,
rock for you,
God, get
bitch.
that off, man. Ah.
Let's look up Jablinski games.
I just fucked you up, asshole. Holy fuck.
That was rough.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Pokemon's cool, dude.
That was rough.
Welcome to the school of rock, bitch.
Damn.
You beat the fuck out of him
Holy shit.
with a shovel.
He's like, yeah, I saw this trick in Shaun of the Dead. We gonna try it.
Jesus God, that's insane, man. That is insane. You got to get the new one. Next paycheck, maybe you'll do that.
Maybe.
Violet, is it called?
Maybe.
Pokemon Violet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're cute.
Me, I took whatever left money I had after paying bills, and I bought myself a ring light.
That was the that was the major investment.
Well, the thing is, I know it will look better with a ring light, this camera.
Yeah.
You're going to see the difference.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll even decide to pretty myself up a little bit more.
Makeup.
Yeah.
Especially when you start getting the fishnets and that shit. You gotta,
Oh, yeah.
You're going to do your makeup right. Maybe you could do some pigtails and shit.
Yeah, I could do the pigtails.
Are you going to dye your hair too? Oh my God.
I could dye my hair too. I could, like, there.
Do multicolored hair.
Do multicolor hair?
Yeah, I'm going to get a boner from thinking about it.
Okay.
That's true, though. Like, I don't know. I think the aesthetic that I appreciate the most is like rave girl, you know?
Rave girl?
A raver girl, yeah. Because goth is fine and everything, but you know what you made me appreciate?
Huh.
Colors.
Thank you.
Like, I think I get that getting off on colors thing now.
Yeah.
I get that, man.
There we go.
Oh, that's cute. That's like Dabby.
Yeah.
That's your Dabby hair.
Yes.
I like that. That's cute. Look at that.
Hi, Krista. How are you?
Gavi.
I used to be a raver kid, get those candy bracelets and put on the happy
Hardcore, yeah.
Yes.
Are you for real?
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're the coolest girls, man, you know.
They are.
Rave chicks.
Right?
You gotta protect them, though, because
Hi, Gabby.
you don't want them taking too much ecstasy, man.
Hi, baby.
Like, you stay hydrated, okay?
Big C got you down, Krista?
Oh my God,
God,
bless you.
baby.
God bless you. What was your stomach had issue? You're having some kind of issue with bile or something. Well, God bless you, you know?
Oh, Jesus, please heal Krista.
Yeah. Help her, Lord. Krista, we just come to you, Lord, about her.
Oh,
And she needs your healing hand, Lord.
yeah, Lord Jesus.
You know,
heal
that's
her.
it. We need that, Lord. We need you to give her comfort and healing. That's what we're asking for. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
That's it.
He does want booty rubs. You're welcome, honey.
You're welcome. God bless you. For real.
I got you, girl.
Yes, booty rubs. Gas. This boy.
He's a booty rubber.
He's a boy.
Look at look at this
Oh,
belly.
look at his bellies.
Oh, look at the big belly.
Oh.
Look how big your belly's got.
Oh, Gavin got chunky boy.
Here's your big old belly.
You chunky boy.
Here's your big old belly.
He's cute. He is eating good.
He is.
Thanks to everybody that's so sweet, you know.
He's getting his canned foods.
If you guys really want to bless him, you can just keep getting him his gravy cans, because he goes through probably 2 in a day. He'll take 2 out.
He probably. Oh, he did a little blinky smile.
Yeah, he's like, I would love foods.
Would you like foods? You want foods? You want your gravy?
You want gravy? Huh?
He's like, yes. You want foods?
You want gravy? Huh? Squeaks. Gavin.
So cute.
Gavin, you want food?
He's like, are we going?
You want food?
He's like, are we going? He's like, yes. Are we going?
Isn't his coat soft?
Oh, baby.
Shanny?
Yes.
Like, feel his coat.
He's
really
super soft.
very soft, healthy boy.
Healthy, shiny fur first. Yeah. You get foods.
You want food?
I know he wants
Okay, Gavin, come with me. You get food. Gavin, you want food? Yeah,
He does.
he wants food.
He does.
Gavin, you want food?
Drown me in the gravy, little jungle kitty. Yes. My boy is chubby too. Welcome back, Krissa.
You want food?
Jeffree Star has makeup on Amazon. Alright, I'll look into that. I really need some mascara and liquid eyeliner.
Isn't Jeffree Star stuff on Amazon usually fake?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's usually fake.
And then I need like liquid eyeliner, but I like the e.l.f. one, so that's super cheap.
Elf, yeah. It's a good brand, right?
Well, I mean, it's
Whoa!
like a cheap brand, but it's a good cheap brand.
It's not a shit
No.
dollar store makeup thing.
Well, you can get e.l.f. products at the dollar store.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're notorious for having makeup that makes you break out.
Yeah, but they're super
doesn't.
cheap. I like them. I recommend e.l.f. products. I think they're really low price, high quality products for the price. It's worth it.
Burt's Bees? That's Beeson.
Yeah, that actually is Beeson, is if you put the freaking menthol chapstick under your eyes.
That's Beezing.
That's technically Beeson.
Actual Beezing.
I don't know why someone would do that.
Whoa.
Later's the bonkers. You want dinner suggestions? Cheeseburger, macaroni, and cheese.
Oh. Beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff?
Beef stroganoff.
Okay.
I love that.
Tuna noodle casserole.
Yeah.
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 Oh, we'd eat the shit out of some tuna
We
noodle
destroy
casserole.
the whole thing.
We would.
Like you'd eat half an eye. Yeah.
Ah.
Menthol chapstick under my eyes.
Oh, bless your heart, Krissa.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I pray for your healing, continually. That you feel better.
Oh, bless your heart.
Lean on the hubby when you can,
Yeah.
Get some love.
Bless your heart.
She needs love, You gotta love your girl that's sick. Yeah.
Oh, baby girl. I'm so sorry.
God bless her heart. Watch shit that'll make you happy,
Yeah.
Like what? I'm not telling you what to watch, but just something that makes you happy.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
That's a good man.
You better believe it, yeah. You gotta keep her with that.
That's a good man.
Devoted. Devotion's a good thing. Honey?
Later, Sandra.
Devotion's awesome.
Right.
It's the best.
Oh, Sandra isn't leaving. Oh.
I don't think anybody's leaving.
Oh. No one's leaving?
I
Yay.
understand. Jack Black beat the fuck out of this guy with a shovel.
I know Jack Black beats the shit out of this guy with a shovel.
Jablinski games.
Why would they call somewhere in Australia Snowtown?
We'll see.
It doesn't fucking snow in fucking Australia.
Maybe it's
Then
Jack
summons
Black.
his mates, Robert
It is
Redford
Jack
and
Black.
He
Barry
really
White,
does
who live
look like
nearby.
him.
They drive north into
Circa
the
like
country
2005
and dig a
or
shallow
something.
grave on a farm. Clinton's sister Cherie attempts to file a missing person report with the police.
I think I went to Elizabeth, I can't remember, and said, look, my brother's got
Oh.
Gastroparesis. Oof. That's serious shit. Definitely.
Oh, Carissa. I hope you feel better tonight. That's awful.
Wow. Maybe you should go to the hospital, hon, you know?
Yeah.
If you're feeling real bad, you might need it, you know? Don't ignore it. My mom tried to ignore everything,
Yeah.
and that turns out rough. I'll let you know when I go. That's cool.
All right, hon.
Yeah, God bless you.
When you feel ready.
Hey, Gav.
He's like, I had my thoughts.
Did you like your food?
missing. We haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. We've had no contact with him. We can't reach him. His place is a mess, and it's more than usual. It was more than usual when we had a proper look. I need to file a missing persons report.
I just thought he got
Yeah, good, good.
jack of all the shit that was going on in his life and decided that he was better off away from it all and picked up and moved away. I just thought he'd gone through a different change of life.
One half of his face is
Despite Cherie's
paralyzed.
claim, inexplicably, no missing persons
Yeah, you
report
can
on
help your
Trezise
ass.
is filed
Yeah.
until his
Definitely.
brother files one.
And
Get some pain drugs, you know, get maybe some kind of sleeping drug, help you feel better.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's something comforting about a hospital breakfast.
Right?
I don't know. It's really it's nice, you know. If you're in a good hospital,
Right.
you know, if they have shit food, that's different. But Gabby, fuck you. This is my tickets.
What the fuck?
What's the problems?
PA woman accused of killing and dismembering parents with a chainsaw?
Holy shit, she looks familiar. That's crazy.
Montgomery County.
She looks familiar to me.
Yeah, man.
She actually does look familiar.
Holy fuck.
Montgomery County.
People are losing it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, she chainsaws her parents? Like, how can you fucking do that?
That's insane, dude.
David Crosby died.
Oh shit, that's a big one.
Yeah, man.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Wow,
Dude.
that's a big one. 2023's shaking out, man.
Yeah, man.
Straight up, right off with the deaths. The Pope? Who was it?
It's just a bunch of people, dude, already. This has already been a fucking crazy ass year, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're barely into it.
I know, dude.
See?
But now David Crosby died. I'm so sorry, Krissa. Maybe they can drain you a little bit. Maybe you feel better.
Yeah. The bile thing. They're definitely going to do something for you, Chris.
Yeah.
With the bile situation. They're definitely going to help you with that somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's got to be just horrible.
Poor woman.
Yeah, I hate cancer.
All right. All right. That's really fucking scary.
Yeah.
Jesus, healer.
Yeah. He's always there.
Yeah, it is. He is. He's always
He's always there.
3 years later. It will also be some years before the remains of Clinton Trezise are found, and even longer before they're finally identified, along with many other victims. The killer is a psychopath named John Bunting, a stocky man in his mid-20s. He's a cruel and malevolent
Jack Black
monster
fella.
who lives with his
Jack
illiterate
Black,
and partially blind
wife.
wife Veronica in the house at Waterloo Corner Road, Salisbury North.
One of the things he would do as a youngster is grab all sorts of different chemicals and drop insects into them and watch them die in pain.
Cripes.
Oh my god! Hey, I want to go and see this freaking grasshopper melt.
What the flip, man? He was a right weird child.
God.
Just dumping insects into acid.
Cool. That's like some Beavis and Butthead shit.
Kinda. Like
The
they...
fucking Nacho episode with the pool.
Yeah.
And they got the freaking, like, nachos and the rat
Yeah.
food stuck all over them.
That was great. That was fucking great. My favorite episode, though, I think, of the whole season was the middle-aged Beavis and Butthead one where Beavis had to get a job. That was fucking great. That one was awesome. I love the middle-aged Beavis and Butthead shit.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope they do way more of that.
Me too.
They should do a movie of that, actually. A whole story with just them middle-aged.
Amen, Melly. When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I will be in the midst of them. Amen.
That's right. Hallelujah. We need Jesus.
No, I'm not going to use her couple channel. Sorry. I can't.
What? Oh, God.
I'm afraid to face her wrath.
The wrath of
Tunnels under his home until his dad told him it was too dangerous and made him stop. As a teenager, he got into Nazism.
What?
Unifying factor
What?
through his
What?
story is the fact that he had a terrible hatred of gays and pedophiles, and he didn't seem to distinguish between the two.
It's at the house
Oh,
in
boy.
Waterloo Corner Road that Bunting first meets his neighbours
Okay.
Robert Wagner
This
and Barry
dude's
Lane
nuts.
and draws
Yeah, he's
them
got a
into
problem.
his
Frickin'
evil
Jack
web.
Black.
Oh, my God.
Was
Hi, baby.
troubled
Hi,
kid
baby.
who
This
grew
is
up
a good
in
Gavin.
one
He's
of
a
the
good
suburbs of
boy.
Adelaide. He was
Yeah, he's a good boy.
illiterate and always having problems at school. He also had problems on the home front. His stepdad used to was a very strict disciplinarian, used to beat
The
him.
boy.
He met up with a character called Barry Lane, who was a gay man and cross-dresser. Also,
Yeah, he's a
otherwise
baby
known as
boy.
Vanessa,
Yeah.
who hung around in the northern shores of Adelaide, and basically
Oh.
they began a relationship with Wagner, who was the
Oh, let's get
stage
that
still,
armpit.
Yeah, get the armpit.
Oh,
was a
we get the
preteen, was
armpit.
13 or so at the time.
Wagner
Get the
and
other
Lane become frequent visitors to Bunting's house, as does another friend, Mark Hayden, a man of few words, who's also fallen under Bunting's evil influence. All are fascinated by John Bunting's sick obsession with
Aw,
cruelty
I love
and
you.
vengeance.
Give you a
16th
little
of
kiss.
August,
You're the sweetest
1994,
baby.
and 2 farmers make
Yeah.
a gruesome discovery
You're
here
adorable.
at Lower Light, 50 kilometres
Oh, that's a
north of
body.
Adelaide. A shattered human skull and other skeletal remains. Police can't identify the body. It's been 2 years since Clinton Trezise's murder, and it'll be another 5 years before he's finally identified.
I hope to God he died instantly, but I don't know if he did or whether he just went unconscious. All I can picture is my innocent brother.
Yeah,
sitting on
it's
the couch.
fine.
So
You don't have to
I
be a
come down and
Christian.
No, you don't have to.
To
Ow!
be here.
Going, what? So,
Isn't he a sweet boy? Daddy?
By the time that Clinton Trezise's remains are found in 1994, John Bunting has gathered around him a larger group of social outcasts. One of these is Elizabeth Harvey, who'd separated from her husband Marcus Johnson.
They didn't call me Uncle
She's moved in with Bunting at Waterloo Corner Road, bringing with her her 2 sons from previous marriages, Troy Yude and Jamie Blasakis.
He's so good.
Her son's stepfather,
He's such a
Marcus
good
Johnson,
boy.
recalls meeting Bunting.
He was not interested in sport. He had no hobbies. It just
He's
seemed
like, I
as
want to
if
lay down on
the sun
everyone.
rose and the sun set on pedophilias.
Ah,
That was virtually all he would discuss.
always.
Both Jamie and Troy have been sexually abused as children by Jamie's birth father.
Ah,
Troy, in turn, has sexually abused the younger Jamie. Jamie Blasakis is...
it's like every fucking murder.
Perverts.
Every single one, dude.
There's perversion of that sort.
Right?
I mean, that's Bundy. Okay,
Like, they have to profile that there's like a connection with that.
yeah, I think so.
Like, that's just nuts. Why is that so connected?
soon under the control of Bunting. In a rented caravan not far from the Waterloo Corner Roadhouse lives an intellectually disabled pensioner, 26-year-old Ray Davies. One day in 1995, Davies' landlady, Suzanne Allen, confronts him at the caravan.
Oh,
She
oh
accuses
no.
him of molesting a child she knows.
Oh shit.
You're done.
He protests his innocence, but Suzanne Allen goes off to report him to police.
Good.
She
Oh.
then tells her neighbour, John Bunting. It's all the excuse the murderer needs to justify his urge to torture and kill.
Do anything!
He was captured, overpowered by Wagner and Bunting. He was bound and thrown into the boot of a car, taken into bushland and beaten before he was taken back.
He was taken to
Bunting's house.
bushland.
There he
Bushland.
was tortured further before he
Oh my
was
God,
strangled to
they
death with
messed him
several
up. What the
jumper leads from a-
fuck?
that would be used to start a car.
Ow!
That's insane.
Also present is Elizabeth Harvey, who's convinced that Davies is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Bunty took advantage of this and goaded her into taking part in the assault. She picked up a ceramic.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh boy.
No.
This is gonna be rough.
Mm,
I think I know
no.
where that's going.
Yeah.
I think I know. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is gonna be horrible, Gavin.
Gavin, you want to cover your eyes with your little paws? This is your paw. See, that's your paw.
You can't see this.
You cover your eyes.
Little boy.
You're so cute, Gavin.
He's just a little baby.
He is.
Yeah. He's so sweet, you little baby. Huh? I love you.
He's like, I love my belly band.
He loves his belly rubs.
He's a good boy.
And he loves his gravy. He's got a big smile.
I love you so much.
Oh my.
He's a floppy boy.
He's very floppy. He wants to be on you. Because he loves you. This is cute as shit.
Thank you.
That's like very flirty and hot and shit.
You think it's flirty?
Yeah, it makes me want to make out with you.
Oh my.
It does.
Maybe after this. You want to press play?
Oh. Oh my god, no. This is horrible shit.
It really is.
Tool and stabbed Davies in the leg.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's not what I thought.
You can go, Gavin. You're scared.
Poor Gavin. The screaming's too much.
And his body was then dumped in a hole in the backyard of 203.
Nobody seems to care how or why Ray Davies has disappeared. He's not reported missing.
No one fucking cared?
Suzanne Allen has become obsessed with Bunting, and they begin a sexual relationship, despite the fact that he's not only married to Veronica, but is also having an affair with Elizabeth Harvey. Suzanne Allen's
Here you get the
constant
third
sexual
one.
advances are annoying Bunting.
I
It's
love
a
you,
fatal
Johnny
obsession.
Angle.
In November 1996,
Bro.
Suzanne Allen simply disappears.
Aww,
After her
that's so
son And a
cute.
mysterious disappearance, police go to Suzanne Allen's home and are disturbed by what
That's
they find.
cute.
Her place, which was normally quite neat and tidy, was pretty much trashed. And more concerning was the fact that her pets were there, and she was a keen animal lover and would never leave her pets alone.
But
No.
Bunting and Wagner know exactly where she is.
Her body was dismembered,
Psychos,
parts
man.
put in rubbish bags.
They enjoyed that
Eventually,
shit.
she was
There's no
buried
way.
in the
You
back
gotta be
backyard of
insane.
that
You
home
have to
in
be out of your
Waterloo
mind to be
Corner
able to
Road
do
in
that.
Salisbury North,
I
where
think.
John Bunting lived.
There's no direct evidence of foul play, so Suzanne Allen is simply declared a missing person.
Poor girl.
Bunting and Wagner will later claim they found Suzanne dead from a heart attack,
Yeah.
and that they only dismembered and hid her body so that they could collect her social security payments.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. How convenient.
Whatever you say.
Oh, she's dead? We can collect her insurance payments. It's totally legal.
Oh, yeah.
See, money is the root of evil. It's always true. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
The love of money, yeah.
It really is.
The love of money, yeah.
Relationships around John Bunting is complicated. In 1996, Bunting and Elizabeth Harvey and her two teenage sons, Troy and Jamie, moved to live in a house in the town of Murray Bridge, around 100 kilometres away. But he keeps in contact with Wagner. Bunting and Wagner are now on a roll, driven by greed and an irresistible bloodlust. Bunting constructs a chart that he refers to as the Wall of Spiders. It's a list of potential victims, various acquaintances that in some strange delusion he decides are all child molesters. He often picks out a name at random, then calls
What
and
the
abuses
fuck?
them.
This guy's out of his fucking mind.
At the centre of the chart is the convicted sex offender Barry Lane, his accomplice in the disposal of Clinton Tresize's body. By the spring of 1997, Bunting decides it's time to kill again. Michael Gardner is a flamboyant and openly gay man.
Oh, that sucks. That's fucked up.
Boy.
I don't get these people's urge to do this shit.
It's I think the chemical response in them is higher. They get
Maybe.
they get this dopamine hit from doing it, and they get addicted to it, and it's the only thing that can fulfill it. That's what I think.
I feel so bad for this guy.
It sucks.
He too has had a troubled life. His stepfather resented him for his sexual orientation, and after being sexually abused by a family friend when he was 14, he was put in foster care.
Oh.
Now, at age 19, he's coming to terms with life, and he rents a room in a house near Robert Wagner's home in northern Adelaide. Michael's landlady is Nicole Zarita.
I mean, I used to colour his fingernails for him, and he used to wear a wig and call him Michelle, and, you know, let him be who he wanted to be and not feel inhibited.
Right.
Nicole Zarita's cousin, Vicky Mills, lives nearby, and she's having an affair with Robert Wagner.
Oh.
So, Michael Gardner soon gets to know them. One day, an incident involving one of Mills's children sparks Wagner and Vicky Mills into a rage.
They came home to discover Michael Gardner chasing an excited kid around the room, all very fun, except that when Gardner grabbed the kid, he accidentally put his hand over the kid's mouth. And this was seen as a sinister move by both Mills and Wagner.
When Michael's landlady, Nicole Zarita, goes on holidays soon afterwards, Wagner links up with Bunting. And they
That
attack.
poor guy.
What the fuck? That's wrong.
Michael is abducted and taken to a shed at the back of Bunting's house in Murray Bridge. He's tied up, tortured, and strangled.
That poor kid.
Like why?
What the fuck was that?
Just why?
Bro. No, that ain't cool, man.
Like, just why?
No, I know. Like, what did that baby do to you? Like, just because he put his fucking hands on a kid? They were just looking for any excuse to hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he's falling to his knees, Bunting demands that he stands up. The knot is getting tighter. Michael Gardner struggles ineffectually.
Oh, God. I don't want to see this.
Fuck.
Come on.
His
Are you...
attackers will lay
Okay,
back
okay,
off his
okay.
legs and throw his body parts into an acid-filled barrel in the shed.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Bunting and
Just madness. It's insane that people are capable of that.
It's just a 19-year-old kid.
But, like, for real, it's insane that people are capable of that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
How can a person get that low and evil in their thinking that they're capable of it? That is a mystery to me, and I hope it always remains a mystery.
It bothers me, man.
Very scary shit.
That kid didn't deserve that shit.
He was around at the wrong time,
He really was.
unfortunately.
I feel bad for him.
The guy's like, yep, we're ready to kill again, and then he shows up, like, pretty much literally. And they're like, yep, that's the one. Some harmless dude, you know?
Yeah, I know, some just little kid, man.
Yeah.
Wagner ransacked Zarita's house, searching unsuccessfully for Michael's wallet, in the hope of obtaining his bank and ID details to access his benefits. They take all his belongings and steal some of hers to make it look as if he'd robbed her and run away. Nicole Zarita later finds Michael's wallet in the room under his bed.
Then I started to get phone calls at my house from somebody saying he was Michael's friend, and Michael needed his ID because Michael's wallet was under the bed in the room that he stayed in. And Jamie had known that I had that because Jamie had been around and told him got his wallet, so he hasn't got his social security card or anything, and they wanted that. And I said to this friend, I said, yeah, and I want my stuff, so Michael better come and see me. And then I got another phone call saying, he really needs his ID. Can you meet me in the park and give it to me? And I'm like, I don't think so.
More threatening calls follow, including one from someone claiming to be Michael. Nicole dismisses them, but eventually she's convinced by Jamie to hand the wallet over. She remains concerned for her boarder's whereabouts. Alarm bells about Michael's disappearance fade away. John Bunting has only ever tolerated Barry Lane because he was having a relationship with his partner in crime, Robert Wagner.
Oh!
Now, that's over. Barry Lane has taken up with a new lover, Thomas Trevelyan.
Ah, damn.
A
This
disturbed
is weird
teenager
shit,
fond of
dude.
all things
Okay?
military.
But I thought they
Bunting
hated
also
gay
knows
people.
Lane has been talking. To Bunting, the
What?
ever-expanding
This is
network of
real
alleged
weird,
pedophiles.
man.
Ah.
This is almost like a cult type deal.
This is so weird.
Very, very strange story.
Yeah.
Very strange. Brokeback situation. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I don't know why they just don't come to terms with it. It's pretty accepted nowadays.
I mean, yeah. It is.
Seems to have one common denominator, the convicted sex offender, Barry Lane. Bunting hasn't forgotten how Lane told Veronica of Treziza's murder, and now he's fair game. Barry Lane's time is up. The killer is getting more devious.
Jack Black is getting more thoughts in his head.
To make a tape recording and a phone call to explain his sudden disappearance in case there are questions asked by relatives or police.
He's a nut.
Bunting, Wagner, and Thomas Trevelyan went to Lane's house. They burst in on him and subdued him and tortured him and forced him to making a phone call to his mother in Adelaide
I know, but she's so lovely, isn't she? Right?
to basically ring up and abuse her.
Hi, Lynn. How are you? God, this is disturbing.
Ridiculous shit.
They're just enjoying this shit, and they just use this shit as an excuse to hurt people.
Yeah.
Good, what's up? We're just reviewing some more true crime.
Mm-hmm.
This is nuts, this story, though. You're just saying everyone's a P word and killing them. It's nuts.
What the fuck?
And put her off the scent.
I'm moving to Queensland.
After this call was finished, Bunting, Wagner and Trevelyan then renewed the assault on Lane.
We ain't made no shit on time.
They used pliers to crush his toes and toenails.
Ow! Okay, we don't need to know all the fucking shit.
This rough, see? The torture
Okay,
was
okay, I'm good.
Queensland. Meanwhile, 19
Holy
years
shit.
old
No
Thomas
need to know the
Trevelyan
details.
has
Bro.
every reason to be terrified.
Holy fuck.
The play-by-play stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them do it, most don't, I think. Most don't do that.
By late 1997, 5 people have died in the northern suburbs of Adelaide and in the town of Murray Bridge in South Australia.
Jeez, man.
Their bodies lie secretly buried, dismembered, and stuffed into barrels of acid. Only the killers.
Man, Australia TV is graphic.
I mean, it's not, it's kind of disturbing, some of it.
I wonder about that too, Jason. I sometimes feel that I should be aware of this level of evil and hatred just to make me more alert. This shit actually exists. This is what people are actually capable of. I should wake from my slumber. Yeah. Fucking horrifying.
It's really crazy, you know. I guess it's something that needs to be talked about because it exists.
I'm lighthearted, man.
Like, if I could choose my world, there wouldn't be rape in it, like, and there wouldn't be this violent pornography shit.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't exist in my world because I think it's just evil. Like, it's
Me too.
It's inherently evil.
Yeah.
Mixing these things.
There'd be a lot of things I would change. You know?
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about S&M even?
I don't like it.
Yeah, see? See? Now that would be kink shaming if you...
I don't care.
Yeah.
Know of the hideous fate of
Cancel
Clinton
me.
Trezise, Ray Davies, Suzanne Allen, Michael Gardner, and Barry Lane.
Barry.
Following Lane's murder, Thomas Trevelyan moves in with killer Robert Wagner and his girlfriend, Vicky Mills.
Gil.
Trevelyan is mentally unstable and emotionally erratic.
Well, you think?
He's obsessed with all things military. He soon confides in a cousin that he's been involved in Lane's murder and that he's
Oh no, he
for his
snitched.
own
He
safety.
yelped.
He snitched.
You can't trust it.
No, you can never trust a snitch.
Those guys that talk a lot.
Yeah.
You can't trust that.
Ah, he snitched.
Yeah.
Well, at least we get to find out what happens to these maniacs.
Yeah, we'll see.
They strongly believed that sooner than later, Trevelyan will tell someone about what had happened.
Oh,
In their
shit.
view, Thomas Trevelyan had to die. They take advantage of his troubled background and stage a suicide. You told everyone why!
Okay. I don't need to fucking see that shit. Okay.
By early 1998, Jamie Vlasakis is still living
I'm
in
good,
John Bunting's
gymnastics.
house, along with his mother,
Scorpion,
Elizabeth
how are
Harvey.
you?
By this time,
You doing
he's
heroin?
become a heroin addict.
Ah,
He
nah.
Holy
invites a fellow
shit.
addict, Gavin Porter, to move in.
Gavin.
It's a dangerous decision because Bunting has now added drug addicts to his bizarre hate list. While he excuses his protege Jamie's heroin use, he despises Gavin Porter for being a junkie. Gavin is a schizophrenic on a pension, and Bunting
What the fuck?
These people are just They're like attracted to each other. These like very at-risk people.
Yeah, because they know that the other people enjoy, you know, the suffering of others as well.
Yeah.
So, but they always like blackmail each other and set each other up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
What the hell?
I'm okay, Queen. Thank you for asking. Aww. Thank you. You're sweet.
Maybe right.
Soon gets his bank details and PIN number. When Bunting accidentally pricks himself on a needle that Porter has left on the couch, he flies into rage and decides that Porter will be victim number 7.
Uh-oh.
And so when Jamie's away
He takes out his mate. Wow. I'm about as sweet as a dill pickle. Dill pickles.
Yeah.
They're tasty though.
They are.
I'm down with eating some dill pickle.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Monday, the familiar murder ritual is played out.
Okay, I don't care.
Jamie is repulsed and violently ill, but he's so frightened he agrees to go along with Bunting's plans, including accessing Gavin Porter's social security
What?
payments. I'm just ridding the world of a few bad sex mates about it. By August of 1998, Bunting decides that it's time for the impressionable Jamie to have his first taste of murder. He convinces the young man that his older half-brother, Troy, deserves to be punished for having sexually abused him. Armed with makeshift clubs and jack handles, they enter Troy's bedroom.
Okay.
Crime.
It's just one crime after another crime. Okay.
Fucking torture.
To stop the killing spree. Apart from the
Holy
unsolved
shit.
murder of the still unidentified Clinton Trezise, all the police have are a couple of missing persons reports, and they're investigating a number of suspect social security
God,
calls.
catch them already.
Like sharks in a frenzy. This is a gang that's out of control and will readily feed on its own, as Mark Hayden is about to find out. Hayden is married to Elizabeth Sinclair, and Bunting takes a real dislike to her for the flimsiest of reasons. He decides he'll deal with her later. But in the meantime, Bunting targets Elizabeth Sinclair's 18-year-old nephew, Fred Brooks. The teenager must die, simply because
Oh my God,
he's
another
an easy
one?
target. The manipulative Bunting is determined that young Jamie will continue to play a part in this terrible nightmare. It's September 1998, only a month after Troy's murder.
Holy shit.
Attack on Fred Brooks last
This
week,
dude's a freak.
severe, if not
You
shocking,
gotta die.
his brutality. He was stripped and beaten. He had lit cigarettes placed in his nose and ear.
Oh my God.
Christ.
He had a cigarette lighter that was used to burn a smile or smiley in his forehead. The cigarette lighter was then used to burn his nipple.
Ow!
Bunting at one point brought out a machine called a Variac machine, which was used for lead or nickel plating.
Oh my God. These guys.
What a psycho. Look at him.
I can't believe this.
So the details of some of these stories are just out of it. It's insane.
Like, this poor kid thought he was getting revenge. But these two psychos just bullied him into it because they just wanted to kill people.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Isn't it crazy?
I wonder how much they got. I hope they got life in prison, man.
That's as good as you get there.
Yeah, that's...
Because there's no death penalty, I don't think, in Australia.
Yeah, they outlawed the death penalty.
It's gone.
I say bring it back with people like this, dude.
It's not.
The machine was attached to alligator clips, which were then attached to Brooks's genital region.
That's sexual assault.
That's sexual torture.
And at a later point,
What a psycho.
some sparklers. Brooks was still restrained at this point. Bunting split open the sparkler and inserted one end into Brooks's penis. Used a lighter to set fire to the sparkler and watched it burn down to the base.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Brooks was squirming to try and get away.
Are you serious? No! Shoved a sparkler in his cockhead and burnt it down. Are you serious?
That's rape.
Well, yeah, that's worse. I mean, that's attempted murder.
That's,
you're getting close to attempted
That's
murder.
absolutely the most disgusting thing. Like, these men are just getting more and more just deviant in what they're doing.
Closeted.
Yeah.
It's bad shit. Just come out and be okay with it, because people love you.
Holy fuck.
Used Bunting and Wagner so much that they did it again with a second sparkler.
Holy shit.
It was twice.
One of the final things that was done was that Bunting and Wagner used syringes to inject water into Brooks's testicles.
Oh my god.
What?
Sometime after that, Brooks mercifully passed away.
What did he die from?
Brooks's body was later taken to Mark
Pain. He
Hayden's
probably died of
house
pain.
at Smithfield Plains, that's in the northern suburbs of Adelaide, whereby now the other barrels had been taken for storage. And subsequent to this time, Brooks's Centrelink benefits were then accessed by the murder gang.
They're just taking their freaking benefits.
So what? Holy shit. What the hell happens? You inject water into a testicle.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
That's insane, dude.
Oh my god.
That is crazy shit.
Oh my god.
Crazy shit. Whoa. That's one of those things that makes you go, holy shit. It really does. And pause. You have to almost digest it, like what you just heard.
Yeah, it's just like, holy fuck.
Why would that be? Why? What's the purpose, you know? To see what happens?
Now, the madness grows, the torture more extreme, the selection of victims becoming more random. Just a few weeks later, in October 1998, Bunting and Jamie Vlasakis are sitting in a car in Murray Bridge when they spot 29-year-old Gary O'Dwyer hobbling across the road. O'Dwyer was the victim of a shocking car accident, leaving him to survive on a disability pension. He's easy prey.
They're just
And
laughing
Bunting
through it
contrives to
all.
get them invited to O'Dwyer's house.
They're insane.
They were all sitting around the lounge room having drinks when suddenly Bunting stood up. And it was almost like a signal, and Wagner grabbed O'Dwyer from behind and began to choke him.
Ah. Okay.
Time said, stop.
Yeah, it's
This
like torture
member
after
body,
torture.
it
I can't. I just can't go through it. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to see what they get at the end.
Torture.
I can't watch that.
No.
By May 1999,
Holy
detectives
fuck.
are closing in on the gang of killers, but they still have no idea of the enormity of their crimes. Incredibly, in the midst of all the police phone taps and constant surveillance, the gang claims its 12th victim, 24-year-old David Johnson. In Snowtown, detectives from Adelaide tell local constable Ian Young about their search for the Land Cruiser.
I pulled my notebook out and I said, "Oh yes, I can tell you where that is." And
Just
I explained
get him.
that it actually had come into
Fuck
the
these
town,
assholes.
back in either late January, early February, and it actually was loaded with some barrels in the back of this vehicle.
Oh my
And,
god.
I picked their ears up, and the investigation went on from there.
The detectives locate the Land Cruiser at the couple's house and find out that John Bunting is renting a disused bank building in the town.
When they went over to the bank, they let themselves in through the side door, pushed through to the bank vault, and opened the bank vault. When they pushed through the plastic, they were hit with a foul stench, which they immediately believed was the smell of dead bodies.
Ah.
Horrified officers immediately call for reinforcements and special equipment.
Yeah, that's all they need is the smell of dead bodies, and they can enter. That's all they need.
I think so. That's fair.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's like the same thing with fire department. If they smell oil like in the air, yeah, I gotta come in your place, man. What the hell's going on in there? You smell that shit outside, bro.
They're just preventing something from happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Hours later, in the early evening of May 20th, they went back inside the vault.
Oh.
A police officer opened the lid of each barrel in turn. Another officer who was carrying a video camera then pointed the camera inside each barrel to document what was inside.
Police today confirmed there were 8 victims in the plastic barrels found in a disused bank at Snowtown in South Australia's
8.
People didn't believe it. Not in a small town like Snowtown. The smell had actually, because the vault door had been opened, the smell had actually gone right through the bank.
It went through the whole town, the smell?
That I can actually
Of dead bodies.
driving down the main street and seeing people coming into the town, even media people, down on their hands and knees trying to smell underneath the door, and also the chute at the side of the bank where or put mail into the bank. They were actually putting their nose in there to see if they could smell anything.
The barrels are then taken to Adelaide, where Professor of Anatomy at the University of Adelaide, Marci Hennenberg, is called in to assist in the identification.
I was shocked by the cruelty with which those crimes were perpetrated.
Horrible.
Because it takes an enormously callous human being
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be able to dismember a body of another human being as if it was an object.
Ugly as the discovery was, the dismembering and storage of the bodies is part of a behaviour pattern in serial killers when murder alone can't gratify their sick urges. Criminologist Alan Perry has studied this.
Now, that no longer satisfies them, so they have to take it steps further. Those steps frequently involve sort of torturing the victims, dismembering the victims, and in some cases cannibalizing them.
Ugh.
It's usually a progressive sort of development from straightforward killing at the beginning to far more bizarre and ritualistic killing near the end.
It's also possible the killers were trying to destroy evidence of their crimes and were too stupid to realise they were actually preserving them.
But these bodies looked
Yeah,
sort of
that's true.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell,
Cots.
wrong acid was used because the bodies were put into barrels of hydrochloric acid, which does not so easily dissolve human tissues. Had they been put into sulfuric acid, there would be much more damage.
Sulfuric
The
acid.
gruesome discovery is the moment of truth. It's time for police to move in.
Their plan of attack for the day, which included the arrest of John Bunting,
Good.
Paul Wagner, and Mark Hayden.
Oh, I
3
can't wait to
separate
see them in
squads
jail.
were sent
Yeah.
out with 2 groups each. A
They're
search group
sick.
and a arrest
This
group.
is shocking.
The first
I
house
know.
This was almost like what it was males. They're doing it to males.
I
He was
know.
arrested along briefly with Elizabeth Harvey. They were taken to the police station. Bunting was later charged with 1 count of murder. Around the same time, Robert Wagner was arrested, and he was taken to a police station and later charged with 1 count of murder.
Oh,
as was
good.
Mark Hayden.
That afternoon, the 3 men are charged with the murder of a person unknown. Jamie Blasakis is questioned a few days later. Blasakis is interviewed by police, and he rolls over. Over 6 days, he tells them all he knows, hoping to get immunity for his crimes. Jamie leads police to where the bodies of Ray Davies and Suzanne Allen are buried at Waterloo Corner Road. As news breaks of the grisly discoveries, detectives struggle to explain to the world's media the daunting task they're now facing.
The difficulty we have is that we haven't really identified the victims, and so we can't say for any certainty when they were last seen and when in fact they may have died.
We have located several quite large plastic bags. Now, it's much too early to confirm
Holy shit.
How many bodies that might be there.
Never before in the history of South Australia has the challenge been so great to investigate a series of crimes as a single event.
It is becoming fairly evident that we will now have to resort to DNA profiling
Oh,
to
wow.
identify the rest of the people.
You can't get away
Police
with anything
identified
anymore.
10 bodies, but they're yet to discover Clinton Trezise and Thomas Trevelyan are also victims.
Eventually, Bunting, Wagner, and Hayden were charged with 10 counts of murder.
Ah, that's them?
Vasakis was charged.
Look at them. Wait.
Wagner and Hayden were charged with.
That's those freaks, man. He's like flipping off the fucking camera.
Yeah.
You're back with Taco Bell? Fuck yeah, it's the bonkers.
Oh.
That's the shit.
Oh.
Ah.
God,
You want Taco Bell babies? We can't do it.
I know.
I'm sorry, my baby.
Crunch Wrap Supreme.
No Taco Bells by you? No, we just can't afford it.
Yeah, we don't have the money for it. We gotta save some money.
I gotta save some money. Sorry.
With 10 counts of murder, and Vasakis was charged with 5 counts of murder.
When the four men appear before a magistrate, it's obvious that there's tension.
Boy.
Hi, I don't care, Bear. How are you? You just share? Aw, thank you. You're a sweetie pie.
You're the best.
Between
For
them.
real, you're awesome.
Vlasakis is becoming quite distressed as the other three
Extra
taunt him during
tacos. They give
witness
you
evidence.
extra. That's awesome.
Court officials are forced to intervene, and from now on, Vlasakis will remain under guard and separated from his tormentors for the duration of the lengthy committal hearing. Jamie's mother, Elizabeth Harvey, dies of cancer before she can take part in any of the proceedings. Jamie decides he can now tell.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Towards the end of that committal hearing, after the death of Jamie Vasakis' mother, Vasakis no longer had a reason to protect his mother and felt able to plead guilty and turn evidence. This he did, and he was subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment.
Good.
26 years on parole. He then became the Crown's star witness at the trials of John Bunting, Robert Wagner, and Mark Hayden.
Bunting, Wagner, and Hayden are tried in the South Australian Supreme Court on 12 counts of murder.
Freaks.
All three at first denied the charges, but eventually Robert Wagner, in the face of overwhelming evidence, pleads guilty to 3 murders.
Oh, wow.
John Bunting and Mark Hayden maintain their innocence. Wagner's Supreme Court trial is interrupted when 3 jurors refuse to continue and withdraw because of the horror of the evidence.
Oh, man. They couldn't take it.
Convicted John Bunting of 11 counts and Wagner of 7 to add to the 3 he'd already pled guilty to before the trial.
So, almost 11 months after it begins, the longest criminal trial in South Australia's history comes to an end. But Justice Martin has one last task. That comes 6 weeks later, when Bunting and Wagner appear before him for sentencing. After accusing them of being cowards, having killed for pleasure, and noting that they'd shown no remorse at all, Justice Martin glares at them in the dock and sentences them to life. The Supreme Court dismissed a final appeal by Bunting and Wagner in May 2005.
Good.
The rest
The
of your
murder
days.
charges against
Pigs.
Hayden were dropped when he finally pleaded guilty to assisting in the killings of his wife Elizabeth Hayden and Troy Yude. He was sentenced to 25 years jail.
That's
with
all?
a parole period of 18 years.
John, you done it again.
John Justin Bunting. Life with no parole date set.
Good.
Russell Crowe.
Robert Joe Wagner. Life. No parole date set.
Good.
Jamie Spiridon Vlasakis. Life. Parole only after 26 years. Mark Ray Hayden. 25 years. Parole only after 18. The judge tells Bunting and Wagner, if I had the power to make an order that you never be released, I would unhesitatingly make that order.
I would have.
I think he's unredeemable. I think I might have actually seen the closest thing to the devil in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
The person Australia may have ever known.
That's right.
The people of Snowtown are also Bunting and Wagner's victims. The name of their small rural community will forever be synonymous with Australia's worst serial killings, even though it was only the brief final setting in the terrible saga. With the monsters locked away, all that's left is the grief and suffering of the friends and relatives of the victims.
I do get this, and I do still have some recurring thoughts.
That
about
poor
what's happened
man.
and what's gone down. It's amazing how I can go about everyday living, and there'll be something just so trivial, and it would just rush certain things back.
God
I
bless you.
try very hard to put it back and take it to the back of my brain. I try not to dwell on the
God bless him.
God.
Some scary fucking people out there.
Yeah. It's good to be aware of these people and the, like, the red flags and everything with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It always starts with obsessive behavior toward other individuals.
Yeah, definitely.
It always starts like that. Holy fuck.
And violent porn.
Yeah, that was hard to take, man. Anyway.
Messed up shit.
I'm checking out for the rest of the night. I'll see you tomorrow. My lower back is hurting me. Alright. Night, guys. I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.